Kelly says, two questions on, a question on meditation. I've meditated for a couple of years, but I feel I'm missing something. I looked in your book, The Inside Track, about passive and active meditation. I think I understand what you're saying about it, but my left brain is having a hard time understanding what I'm supposed to do. What do you do to create a sense of separation between your sense of self and your mind and body? How do you observe the mind? What do you mean by that as you sit as if you've already arrived at the state you're seeking? I mean, don't you just love freaking out left brain? Oh my God. It's like, yeah, I'm the left brain is the intellect. And yeah, where it's at is in being. I need to know how I can intellect my way into being, because then I'll have achieved it. I'll have arrived, right? It's uncommon, to be fair. Also, if you can drill more on active meditation, I welcome any details you can offer. I'm not going to be on the call, but I always watch the replay. Thank you very much. Good student, Kelly. And yeah, usually more than once. Thank you for doing what you're doing. And thank you for your comments. So you will never know about, as you know, your mind will never know meditation. It'll only know about meditation. Meditation is essentially understanding what I just said on the previous question. When you know there is a difference between the character and the actor that's playing the character, you get a sense of understanding what meditation is. Meditation is spending more time associated with the actor and less with the character. More time behind the camera, less time associated in front of the camera. So if you don't have a frame of reference for who you are as an immortal being, as a divine infinite level of something that is way beyond this meat suit that we run around in, even though that's pretty much made of stardust. I mean, you couldn't make it up if you sat down and thought about it. If you have a sense, this is why I said on the call last night. Who's on the call last night, by the way, when I was doing the mindset training? A few of you. Right? And I was talking about one of the most empowering aspects that helped me across the kind of mindset that gets me across the ocean is having an empowering relationship to death. Understanding that this isn't the end. And if my duty is to get called to a new movie right now because they need my acting skills to help that movie in some other reality frame where the Jedi are fighting in the Clone Wars and they need somebody to go and shore them up, I accept the call because I have a wider sense of understanding as to what the game is about. What does that do? And by the way, that theory doesn't cover the price of admission. For those who I showed for the first time, the video that I recorded when there was a chance I wasn't going to come back. Yeah, when I had to get under the boat in the big sea to try to get what I thought was a rope from under the rudder. This is before I had to go under several times to fix the rudder. But I had to go under, and I recorded that video in case I didn't come back. Right? But it's a case of understanding that I know that if this is the path I need to walk, I surrender to that level of awareness. I don't fight, I don't bitch, I don't complain. But theory doesn't cover the price of admission to the higher levels of greatness. That's why you're here as legends, not the people that quit halfway through USN. So when it comes to meditating, when you sit down, don't try to achieve anything. That's the left brain's residual vestibular trying to get their land legs back, right? Yeah, don't just sit there and enjoy yourself for a few minutes, not trying to achieve anything. And the left brain's like, oh, okay, I can do that. Or even recruit the left brain's permission. I'm going to, is it okay if I allow you to step in if you need to step in, but just, stand guard for a bit while I just sit here and do nothing? The left brain's got a task. Yeah, okay, I'll let you do that. Right? There's fun ways to play. But if you get that all meditation is returning back to a lower brainwave state where you're not in critical thinking. Easy way to do it, 6 seconds in, 6 seconds out. Yeah, do that. For 5 months, do it for 6 minutes. Yeah, 6 in, 6 out, 6 minutes. Your body and your parasympathetic nervous system will automatically balance out and drop you into at least an alpha. That's just a biohack for getting into an alpha state. 6 seconds in, 6 seconds out is the ideal human breath. When it comes to active meditation, all we're really saying is once you're really, really calm, use your intent to direct your energy or focus to a scene in your future movie, or your current movie, but a future scene in your current movie where what you want to have happened has already happened. That's essentially active meditation. What do most people do? They sit there and they try to force visualize making it happen. I'm going to do this. The second you try to go do anything, you're not going to make it happen through me. Why? Because you're broadcasting to somewhere. I want to sit here and I want to go visit my future. No, you don't do that. You sit there and you experience your future. So you're broadcasting from, you're not broadcasting to. That's where most manifesting falls down. Hence why, sit down as if you've already arrived. And then be mindful as to what you're doing to over-exaggerate your left brain that's preventing you from being able to go there. So just work on the breathing. That's how they do. As soon as you go to like some of the old Ayurvedic or yogic or teachings or in the Far East, first thing they'll teach you is to control your breath or focus on your breath, because your breath is the only biohack that can override the intellect. It can calm the mind. It's the only physical expression, or the only physical function that you can actually consciously pick up the reins of the horse and steer it, or drop the reins and allow the horse to continue walking. It's the only thing. We can't stop digestion at will. We can't stop or raise our heart rate at will, but we can take control of our breathing.